Hi everyone, welcome to my video. I've just decided to create this new series of how to modify your TT-02 for drifting, and I just like to go through the series of steps and decide which one's priority and which one is the first thing that you should do first. My TT-02 is actually quite heavily modified, but I tried to restore it back to almost stock, I guess. Like, for example, I've removed the front one-way diff, so it's using the stock diff. This is the one-way diff. I'll talk about this later. And then on the rear diff, I remove my lock diff as well. The lock diff is, you have a solid axle and it'll make the rear wheel completely lock. So at the moment it's just using regular diff, regular factory diff, and then I use like the stock drive dog bones, which kind of limits the movement of your steering a bit with these dog bones. So I'll talk about upgrading these dog bones later. So that was like one of the main upgrades. I'm using the modified, aluminium TRF dampers, but I mean they make a little bit different, but not as much as these diffs. The diffs will, but anyway, even without those diff, the first thing you should do is you need to get a gyro. My gyro comes built in with my Radiolink receiver. If you can see here, that's the receiver there. So it's great. So it's a receiver and a gyro all in one. So it takes little space. Every time I buy the receiver and I put the receiver, I know that all my cars will have a gyro in it and I can turn them on anytime. And with, you can see it here, sorry. With Radiolink, you can select the gyro setting, and you can select different rate, like from 0 to 100%. So let me show you quickly what the gyro does. So the gyro, what it essentially does is it will counter steer for you. So when the car's turning left, and let me just turn this on to 100%. When the car's turning left, the wheel will want to turn right, and when the car's turning right, the wheel will want to turn left. So automatically counter steer for you. This is one of the most important thing you need to do if you want to do some decent drifting. Without a gyro, you can still drift obviously without a gyro, but it's a lot more difficult and it just doesn't look as good. With the gyro, your drifting will be way smoother, and I'll show you that right now and give you a comparison. Alright, let's do this. Right now this is at gyro 0% setting. You can see it doesn't move, so let's try this out with 0%. Whoa. So it's quite difficult to do that the smaller corners, but the larger corners it's a bit easy. But usually I'll end up oversteering. So it's not smooth at all. So this is without any gyro. Like this is really painful, and it's really hard to control. It's also because the Tamiya Drift Tech tires is also quite sticky. It's too grippy for this surface. This is an asphalt surface, so it's quite grippy. This is my driveway. So let's test this out. Let's do 50% gyro and see how we go. So now at 50% gyro, the car understeer a lot more instead of oversteering, so it's much harder for me to turn, so it just won't turn at all. You can see that. Ooh. So I really can't do the small corners at all. Yeah, 50. So 50% is way too restrictive for the setup. So let's reduce it down to about. Right, now let's try this again at 25% gyro. I think 25% is probably the sweet spot. Yeah, there we go. I mean, that's definitely drifting a lot better there, but we really need more modification to improve this further. Like, once we switch the tires and switch the tires to MSD tires, it's more appropriate for the surface. And once we change the diff as well, lock the rear diff and put in the one-way, we can tackle these tighter corners a lot better. But right now, if you have a stock TT-02D and all you did was add in the gyro, this is probably what you would be looking at in terms of being able to drift around the car park and bashing. Although if you're drifting on a concrete surface, it's probably easier. I found this asphalt here is one of the grippiest outdoor surface. It's definitely a lot smoother, or you get more of an ice skating feeling on concrete surface with these tires. But if you're not willing to buy new tires, this is probably as good as you're gonna get, because these tires are quite difficult to drift with. Oh yeah, it's not bad. I'm getting a bit better with it. Let's do one more lap. There you go. Alright, so I hope you get an idea what it's like to drift with gyro versus without gyro. Let me turn off the gyro just one more time, just so you can have a quick look. Yeah, alright, 0%. So no gyro. Let's see how we go again. Whoa. Well, I'm not doing too bad there. Let's see if it's just a fluke. No. Oh, it's really hard. Yeah, it's just not smooth. Whoa. It's just not smooth to drift without the gyro. You really want to get a gyro. Alright, thanks for watching.